remaining spot. The last one that we're going to get to cover over here on the A stream.
Yeah, next thing you know, we're into the playoffs. Bigger stage, more crowd, more stakes, single elimination, round of 16. And a lot of money on the line. Head-to-head, we haven't had since last year. Not since Staehr joined NiP. And he's had some great moments, hasn't he, on the AWP. So excited to see what he can bring to the table today. Heaven smoke on this execute. It lands quite shallow. Maybe trying to make it look like a outside play, but they're going for this top bomb.
Yabi back turned, but won't come to matter. All the kills belonging to NiP. Fuzi does what he can, but he's getting sandwiched here. They're on either side of him.
Plenty.
And that leaves it just on Ryu. Up the vent, good for one, but Kaspersky right there and loaded, ready to go.
Yeah, I like the NiP just call off the possibility of going for that plant in that hectic A hit. They realize, like, the kill's going to come to us. Let's just wait for it.
Crazy to think this is a head-to-head with the only Swede on the side of Astralis and as many Danes in NiP as that of the Astralis squad.
It's true. It is weird to see a Danish flag behind NiP, but why not? I'm excited to see Note today, Harry. This guy is very clutch. There was a period when he was in the Young Ninjas. He went on a streak of 31 clutches. 31. From 1v1s to 1v4s. In a row. No lost clutch. How do you do that?
No, that is crazy.
How do you do that? It's got to be the record. But was broken, of course, coming into this main team. But he still had a few strong maps in this short period of time. This is sneaky for NiP. They've made it all down B. 4 players in secret. No one rotating yet for Astralis, but sooner NiP go, the better. Ryu's on his rotation. There's the door open, and wow, he grabs a deagle, but with the lobby contained, bomb should be going down. Bomb has been planted.
We get Yabi versus Staehr. Fuzi gets rid of Note. Oh, and there's a follow-up from that Fuzi deagle.
Oh, this is Kaspersky, though. Don't count this guy out.
Full gold on the AK. Got the drip. Does he have the metal to back it up? There's the double. Can't quite round out the clutch. Yabi there to complete it. And Astralis looking to steal one back straight away with this force.
Whew, saved by the bell there. Big deeks from Fuzi, and Yabi, such an important closer. Shame that in lobby weren't ready for more than one. Multiple players flanking Hut there. But despite Shush finding Hooksy, he still turns around after this kill, and that's what opens up even just a possibility of a retake. Fuzi and Yabi make it a reality, and that is a force buy win for Astralis. Hooksy getting hyped. No rest for the wicked here. NiP on a force buy. He's above you.
Flashes in. Fuzi arrives to support Ryu, and no issues here, holding onto the ramp side. 5v3. Pistols are closing in. And the cover of Fuzi gets eliminated. Leaving him just to fend for himself, but doesn't crumble under the full weight of NiP.
Sick from Ryu. Pre-fire on the last guy as well.
I'm going to be keeping an eye on Fuzi as well. Been a tumultuous time, I would say, right? Really exciting prospect when he got into Astralis. We absolutely loved the mileage you were getting out of him and Ryu, kind of the new duo in the squad, right? But undoubtedly kind of hit a bit of a rougher streak recently. Hasn't been putting up the same crazy numbers anywhere near as consistently. Thinking back to their time at the Major, it was a really rough showing from him. But hopefully that was a bit of a focal point in the break.
Yeah, they won a single map at Cologne. It has been not much better since. Sure, made it to the Bounty semis, but off the back of online games that they should have won, and they did. But I think there's a lot more expectation than what Astralis have been giving us in the last 3 months. Especially when you consider, you look back to like the dawn of this roster. Remember, they beat Spirit at Pro League, and that's when we really took note of this team. They destroyed Spirit at Pro League, should I say, in a playoff game. That's when we saw fuzi look his best in this roster. So trying to recapture some of that for sure. And it's Astralis who have made big changes over the break, but not necessarily in the playing side of things. Bringing in Neo as coach, bringing in Navi's psychological manager. Try to think of the right term. Performance coach. There we go. fuzi just got bursted there.
The armorless Snappy on this Galil. Turns out the taps do have mileage, and when you're at the mercy of Staehr, those miles run out. So Astralis 3-1, conversions found, but a gun round right round the corner for NiP.
Whoa. Snappy, no stranger to being on the lesser weapon. No stranger to Nuke either. And one of his favorite maps throughout his career. Full ramp. Nobody home. Outside lurker picked.
And it's rooting into lower, not as free as you might be expecting. Yabi been here the whole time, just waiting for his chance to strike. Snappy's gonna get his upgrade eventually, but it came at the cost of the entire team. The one kill in the round on that wrap in this lower take, but now they know where he is. And so feeling like he's trapped in a box here, and that's because he is. fuzi, no messing that one up. Astralis still clean, 4-1.
Yeah, I love that Ryu opens the door there for Yabi. Just full baits for him. No reason to check that side of control. Just able to mow them down here on this B hit.
Do love just the amount of kind of old boys we've got to see across EWC from the open qualifier, but even now, as we approach the end of the groups, Neo and Exist behind these teams. Of course, Snappy himself is one of the old boys too, older than Exist, at 36 years old. Not one to let that get in the way. Snappy dead first in this round. There's shots for fuzi, but shouldn't be too much of an issue. Already got Ryu down here at lower. He's pretty alone in this endeavor. That's the one scary thing, perhaps. They're going to get past him. And that gives rise to a bomb plant for NiP. 3 players ramp side on this retake.
How do you win this, right? You need Tech-9s in your face, so Staehr's got to do a heavy lifting here on the ramp. Data landing, backsides down. They're surely going to clear this. Spins around, but too many targets. 3-on-1 for Shush. Just waiting in the door. And they've got eyes on it as well. Won't play until he absolutely has to. See Fuzi up close, but they could be on it. And so that swing punished. And 5-1 lead. Astralis looking good. It's NiP's map pick. We're going to need some T-side rounds soon.
Yeah, I think if you're an NiP, you're telling yourself you can still get out of this half, you know, with just a small handful of rounds and remain threatening. You've seen kind of to no end for this Astralis squad, some T-side woes for them on this map. We all kind of begrudgingly remember that one EPL.
2-0 round halves.
Yeah. But, you know, that was some time ago. It's gotten a bit better. They no longer get 0. But CT undoubtedly where you put in your best shift.
7 out of the last 8 games on Nuke Astralis have lost, right? But I think that's been something that's been pretty clear about EWC. When you see these like massive holes in a team's map veto, a lot of them have looked improved for obvious reasons. So I think some of the punish picks have actually not worked at this event in these BO3s.
I mean, you also just think, like, after the major run that Astralis got, it was clear that a lot had to get revamped.
They lost Nuke over and over again in those BO1s and BO3s.
Liking this from Staehr out in the yard. 2 kills deep already. He's done a boatload of damage on a Snappy. He's going to try and escape, and that is when Kaspersky closes in on him. But you'd like to say he's done more than enough in this round. In the blink of an eye, you're down to a 2v4. Snappy's wounded and donning that AWP. So ex-Kaspersky would have to do everything if you want to make this round happen. The Snappy plucked out of the back line, and a real choke point set up over towards main. They get funneled into those Astralis crossfires.
Yeah, you're just not seeing Astralis rotate too much. They don't really feel the need to. They haven't felt the threat of B. They've given it up in multiple rounds and had no one lower, and they've still won all the retakes, right? So just not really feeling any fear about this B side. The yard smokes aren't forcing rotates. Everyone's still hanging out outside. And Staehr's feeling good about that one after a lot of damage in the yard.
Snappy, he's kind of at his best here when he gets you a little bit jittery, where he gets you a little bit nervous and cooling some of those rotations too early, leaving a lot to the imagination. But yeah, you're dead on it. Astralis are not budging. Look, they have their idea for how this game is playing, and they are sticking to their guns.
Another massive advantage. Pressure never let off outside. These smokes will fade. Staehr can swing, but Note is ready for that repeak. And so trying to carve a way back into this round. Down in the door, gets an AK.
Mileage may vary, but this is still a scary spot for Astralis. With damage done on a Fuzi, and Eyeballs having to go take control over the yard after Staehr's death. There was a little gap opened up out towards ramp, and so finally NiP have some holes to try and exploit here.
Oh, Ryu's dropped in, so they're going to push lobby together here. They know about the ramp gap. He checked it earlier, but this lobby timing is awkward for Note. Can he find the kill as they enter the hut? He's aware they can be here. Does it go both ways? Good shot for Note. Bomb is crawling into B, but as we've learned from this game, NiP can't really be certain about anything. They're getting flanked as well, but it's this hesitation that buys Astralis time to rotate lower. And you've got to cover this plant. Note is back on roof, bomb going down, Note playing very late, but look at the timing of Yabi. He's right there.
Just here so quickly and so quietly. Ex-Kaspersky will get the spot.
Ooh.
Follow up onto the low HP Fuzi, and Ryu, who was holding for that late lobby player in Note, has to just abandon his post and come on round because they need him for this retake.
Yabi's walked in.
All the way down. Kaspersky with the spot, and now you've got him iced out in the open. NiP, one gap found out towards ramp, and they do a hell of a lot with it. That's a kill in the yard, forcing rotations out of Astralis, leaves an area of the map open for a moment, and it is immediately used against them. That's a nice one to pull you back into this game if you're NiP.
Yeah, absolutely needed that round, didn't they? Nice to see Note get a lot of value out of his lurk. He's just a thorn in their side, gets a kill, lives, doesn't offer a 2v2 that could maybe allow Astralis to speed up on that B-bomb site. So, good shots out of him and Kaspersky to guarantee that round for NiP. Trying to break Astralis' money before the half is over. A couple more gun rounds going to be needed. Straight out the door, denied. I mean, this position has been locked out by Astralis. It's a bold call to make when you consider Shush got spammed out last round. Doing the same thing. NiP are going to go back out for yard smokes.
Something that you feel like you kind of have to put in, or else, you know, Astralis are just going to take their eyes off the yard. That's only going to mean you face more of them later.
It's actually just a door smoke. That's all they've got. Got one more bit of util, but Astralis don't even really have eyes outside. They're allowed the secret cross.
This is the worry, right? You kind of can afford to discount a little bit with none of these smokes down. Fuzi's left his position. He's just kind of roaming over towards heaven and hell. He'll be available way faster as a rotate.
Oh, Ryu. Great position if he doesn't play it too early. And as the AXX comes in, his flank is going to be mobile. They're not even looking. Double kill. Ryu drops 2. And he lives to tell the tale. 5v2 NiP. Nowhere to go. Been cut off. Disastrous round here.
Yeah, it just gets really hard. Like, you didn't have the util to really do a lot there. You lost the opening challenge out through door. You're instantly in a bad spot. You don't really feel like you have the resources to put appropriate pressure on Astralis. That left a gap that Ryu went on to exploit, and from that moment, like, the round's over. No way of misdirecting that. Astralis kind of had a very keen idea where NiP could be at any point in time in that round. So really burning through these timeouts and NiP. Exist talking there at the start, maybe offering something up, an outside perspective here just to try and help Snappy a little in this endeavor, because this T side's getting shut down. And we said, you know, Astralis, they've had their fair share of struggles on this T half. You still don't want them reaching double digits by the end of this half. That suddenly puts a lot of pressure on every single round you play, starting with the pistol. Even a third round just makes a world of difference, meaning a pistol does not decide your fate on Nuke. Good damage there. Spam connecting on a Hooksy. Back to these yard smokes a little bit later. This was what was missing last time they sat back in the lobby. Uzi sees a player pathing with it. Break on that smoke, and he gets one out in the open.
Another? Yes. Third is too much, but job done. Excellent shots.
That's kind of been the story for Astralis in a lot of these moments, right? Just one player offering up 2 kills, and then you make the argument, well, he's done his part in the round, just down to the rest of it, just kind of see it through.
And another random timing push here for Astralis that have done them so well, right? They've had Ryu pushing ramp. Now it's Yabi and door. Ooh. Does catch Shush. Nice shot. Locks out lobby. Now you know both are outside, and Ryu can just win the round on this fight. Not even expected. Ryu has just been a force of nature in this game. They have not played ramp at all. Astralis, for the most part, don't want this position, and NiP aren't doing anything about it. They've had a couple of walks down B. It's led to 1 round, but by and large, Ryu has just been a mobile terror on the CT side.
I would say this is kind of the ideal Astralis scoreline when you look at it, right? Like Hooksy down bottom of the board, sort of where you want him. You have Staehr as your rock piece, just looking solid, and then Fuzi and Ryu, like when they first moved into this team and what made Astralis so exciting, putting a bow on it.
I'm just shocked they keep going in for door pressure because they've not got a single kill at this position. And
poor Shush, right? Just getting sent out to his death every single time.
Oh, another break on the smoke, finds a kill. 5v3, and another round petering out in front of you.
The fact you've just been in so many of these positions. 3v5 after losing 2 opening duels.
And at this point, no one needs to push, right? Just lock it. 5v3. Just get your shot, fall off. Okay, a bit of a miss, but not a problem with Ryu still in B. Look at him waiting. Full baiting.
Astralis have had like some very good unorthodox positions. They're getting baited in right now with Fuzi missing these shots, and Yabi's only going to sell it further. You are completely discounting Ryu in this position as a result.
He has been the Joker in every round of this game, right? Wide on Secret, coming up Secret, pushing ramp, hiding back ramp box, B twice in dark. Just been great positional play from Ryu. And I mean, it's not just, you know, Astralis are allowing this. This is the plan. They're putting him in these positions. They're noting the gaps. And they're not letting these gaps be a problem. Even when NiP get control of the ramp. Astralis know. 9-2 and just the perfect game from Astralis.
And again, dude, like another new position.
Just never know where to expect him. And watch them go for garage control. They just can't avoid him. They're running into main. Through the smoke is nice. Ryu spamming from back garage, but that reload will cost him his life. You'd like to think. There it is. 5v2.
All right, you've done the hard part. You finally have an overwhelming advantage. Just don't go giving this away.
I'm scared.
Hooksy back of the site. Fuzi ready to support in Heaven's side, and this 3v5 is happening.
Oh, dear.
2v5. Down at 2v2 in the blink of an eye. Hooksy couldn't line up the double. Leaves it now on the shoulders of Fuzi. Event drop for Staehr, just trying to play for distance. And Kaspersky holding on for this rotation.
Ooh.
NiP, they narrowly get through with 3 on this T side.
Yeah,
recovering a 2v5 that was getting away from them.
You can't even really feel good about that. Sure, you get the round, but every part of it, terrifying. And 3 rounds on your T side. I know Astralis have had T side problems, but this looks like a very different Astralis today. Looks like a well game planned Astralis with good ideas, with good form, and NiP are just running into brick walls. This is not a cartoon. They're not breaking through.
Now, even if you've had your struggles on T-Harbs, the idea that you could win a pistol and that would be enough. It would put you on that finish line and all you'd have to do is cross it. Heavy nade stack in towards the top site, hoping for a main kill. They try and flood over, but Shush has other ideas. Doesn't let Yabi do it. Kaspersky, Doubleretta's aggression net him another, but there's more players back here in the lobby. They will catch him.
Oh no.
Completely unawares.
3v5.
So as NiP kind of jostle for this control, it's going back to aggression. Doubleretta's through the door. Staehr thinks better of it.
That third player's reset, and I think Snappy's realized he's pushed deep from where he was on yard, now starting to flank. It's a nice play, but it can leave you completely out of position because of how long you need to walk. If Astralis plays soon, Snappy's position has minimal value. Only information now. They know Astralis are about to walk out A or walk out ramp. Which one will it be? Staehr inside of Hut. They crunch lobby together.
Great timing on that Hut push.
Yeah.
Ends up behind them.
Oh, but
they make it down the vent. It's a game of cat and mouse. And the mouse is getting away. No, with the spot.
Oh.
Staehr dead on the vent drop.
That hurts.
You said coming into this that No looks to be a clutch player. Would need to show that now. Runs the door right in a Staehr. Desperate times, feeling like they call for desperate measures. Leaves it to a fight. And now it's just Snappy. Does have the dualies, but they are toying with him. They are playing with their food. Snappy gone. Astralis with a pistol. And they could make this a very quick opening map.
I feel like this game's not meant to be here for NiP, doesn't it, right? They hit all those timings. It looks good. And what do Astralis do? They just drop down the vent. They just take that free bomb site. Staehr continues to walk behind them on good timing, but they're ready.
I mean, dude, if you're NiP, it feels like HooXi's in the team speak with you. The way that he's maneuvered his troops around every single play that NiP have tried to make.
They still pushed in the 5v3. That is one thing Astralis didn't really do. When they had their advantage, they locked in the rounds in this first half. So NiP did feed them a bit. And now Astralis, confident, just going to start charging. That will cost them. 2 Deagle shots connect from Nota. Ramp and a third will do nicely.
One more man still to face him. No, it's heroics. Can't afford to be in vain. He gets 3. Snappy with another. And it's left to Staehr in what was a 1v4.
I mean, they sort of trolled this 4v1 here. They've now split up. Kaspersky just trusting his timing. But Staehr looks back, and he catches him looking the wrong way. I mean, they swang in. They gave him the chance to win this round. And I think he just might. 1v1, playing the patient game, hoping Shush comes to re-clear and look for a weapon.
He knows it's NiP massively on the back foot. Shush throwing into a 1v1 he feels like he never should have been in. If there was any time you're going to get caught by a position like this, it's now. And so he plays the patient game, waits for a swing, waits for a jiggle, and he's got his number. Staehr with a 1v4, keeps it in check for Astralis.
And I bet Staehr is kicking himself for swinging through that molly hell, right? Note's fighting, he is committed. Staehr's trying to help him out, but that gives him another 1v1, 2 more isolated fights. Kaspersky makes a play on his own. I mean, yeah, it's... You can see how it happens, and it happens so quickly, but that's just fundamental mistakes here for NiP. Cost them the worst possible round. Ugh. Like that, that looks too easy for Staehr. Way too easy. And after Note does this, boom. From that kill, this round's on. Even just Kaspersky walking up alone, like...
Especially when Shush is holding lobby.
Yeah. A very hateable round, really, from NiP. You'd think at this score, you'd really try and secure that one. But here we go, Astralis just going to run at them.
Yeah, you tell yourself as you win this one, you've won the map. And so sure, they lose these first few fights, but that has not been enough for NiP. Kaspersky lost back in the lobby, but there's a player to deal with this. Fuzi late on the lobby side. Kaspersky goes looking for him, keeps his wits about him. And flushes out that late lurk. Lobby side, bomb now planted. Line up, that's horrible! Note and Kaspersky get skewered!
Not meant to be, is it?
4v2 after losing a 4v1. And it's Astralis hunting for map point. HooXi hears the footsteps, knows he's got him right where he wants him. He needs the ace clutch if he's to pull this off. And Staehr taps that bomb, but HooXi does not take the bait. Goes out now. No kit for Staehr. No round 1. HooXi with all the kills and the clutch to back it up.
Yeah, excellent shots for HooXi, and how often do you say that? He shows up massive in this round. The Mac 10 lineup, my God, it is meant to be for Astralis. 4 kills and a captain's clutch to put another round on the board. Just back-to-back daylight robbery rounds from Astralis. NiP not in playoffs. Not with a game like this.
Yeah, it would be one thing if you're just getting dominated, but you've actually been in multiple winning positions, had multiple chances, let every single one of them get away. Best thing they've done here is be a textbook example in how not to play these man advantage rounds.
It's been hard to watch.
So this is what they're left with. Collection of pistols, SMGs, and a couple of rifles. But next to no util in this for NiP. They're at the full mercy of whatever Astralis are trying to run. Staehr, that's the AK, dead first, out in the yard.
In the molly as well. Oh, notes Deagle. Not again, right? They just hop away, but they can't escape the headshot. Somehow that connects. 4v3. Counting nothing out here from Astralis. Look at Staehr. Scaling heaven. And Bomb is not resetting lobby despite the control here from NiP. Fuzi's ready to go main. Just give some time to Staehr to get in position. He's playing it patient.
Snappy's coming up through secret, so if they try and give too much time... Oh! Staehr's ready for that!
Okay.
Collateral through his teammate. That sees Ryu dead. Shush coming up the ladder. Staehr's waiting for it. One more man out through the doors side. Kaspersky wasn't spotted, and Note is going to hit this timing. Now, his Deagle's had to do so much in this game, but they're still demanding more. It's onto the Galil. Oh, the turn! Staehr has a feeling, and he wants those playoffs. It's another attempt at the ace. Swing out wide. Staehr's gone. Boozy in this 1v1, and one bullet seals the deal. There it is for Astralis. They pick NiP apart. They dominate them on NiP's map pick. And Astralis now sit just a map away from those playoffs.
Beautifully put, and a beautiful ending for the Astralis side. But of course, this series still has little legs to it. Maybe that is, of course...
Astralis have a decent track record on with this roster in 2026. This is where it all ends for NiP. As Astralis can't really question the form after that first game. Looks like a good day for them.
Yeah, it really did. I mean, everyone was showing up, right? You were getting kind of everything you want from the individuals of Astralis, and then it was all neatly tied together by Hooksy at the helm. Look, for NiP, I think the discussion would have gone something like this. We had a number of good spots there, lads. We just can't give away this many man advantage rounds. And so the goal here, tighten it up. Because if not even a 4v2 feels safe, then what does?
Yeah, probably the worst 4v1 as well this tournament. Back on Nuke. Snappy does get his smoke down as Astralis get ready to execute. But no more utility to stop this hit on the B site.
Push for Snappy gets denied. They've got Note to contend with, and you know his pistol is no joke. His Deagle back on Nuke, a force of nature. Dead after the double, and that leaves you in a 2v2 with the bomb planted. Abby's seen on that cross, and it's Staehr eyeing him up. Stabby duo, sword in half. Oh. Now Abby was found. Staehr fakes it out. Trying to call the bluff, but can't do that forever. And Staehr able to tap him from the pistol. Defuse grabbed, pistol picked up, NiP on the board.
Didn't really believe himself, did he? He faked the steps, but then changed his mind. I mean, I was getting a bit worried when I saw that bomb plant position, that's for sure. Would have been nice to just see Yabby not peek at all and force him to come and clear him. That round comes very close. Even Staehr could have just waited a few more seconds and still cleared the bomb. But maybe some fear of a kit in play. Big round for Staehr. Had a poor first map, but the AWP is out now in round 2. Against the Force is a risky move. But just wants to get going, I'm sure. Didn't really have the chance to last map. Didn't really see that orb. Ooh, Staehr would love to found that entry. Could have just opened up for a B hit. Bomb was ready. They're going to end here as well.
Oh, re-clear mid is nice. But walking down, no, right into...
Oh, yeah.
That could have been an opening. Still, Staehr provides one on the other end of the map. Staehr getting here in time. That would have thinned the herd a little before they make it to ex-Kaspersky.
Staehr's not overplaying it. That was really nice to just slow down there, wait for your team to scale in with you. And not out of the woods yet. Kaspersky pulling back. Staehr trying to force this kill, but lots of guns here in the church. Going back, checking the flank, but they've got to deal with this assault in coffins. Fuzi connects a deagle. It's a clutchable round now. No kit.
3 bullets in the AK as well. And no time to get that reload off Fuzi. It's got to be taps, and that lets him down.
Oh, he didn't know. He did not know that was a 3-bullet AK. Oh dear. Definitely tell by the reaction he was caught off guard. Luckily that orb comes in clutch, not costing NiP anything. And Astralis go again.
I mean, you kind of live and die by these decisions. It can really shape the early game.
Look at this rush.
Super fast, explosive up through the long side, trying to hit NiP with something that you're hoping they're not ready for, but Shush holding the line with a double. Staehr given a chance to shine as well. Feeling a bit of pressure now as they're on both sides of it, but as his teammates arrive, they take up the long side. He deals with short.
Okay, 3 doubles for Staehr. Very nice start to this game after a slow nuke. This was huge from Shush as well. Because they were starting 3B. That was, a good read from Astralis, but no entries come through to back up that play. And while it's a map that NiP have only just started playing this season, and so don't necessarily have the track record or the history as a roster, because it's new, it might be refreshing in a sense. Everyone's bringing ideas. Lovely timing. Team kill in there as well? What did Ryu just do? He just got 3 kills, including a teammate. He just went bang, bang, bang. Kind of insane.
Can it be the start of anything for Ryu? He's a shot away from certain death.
I mean, if he gets the timing, anything is possible. It's a bit coming down to luck here.
He's looking for a technical ace to win this. 3 kills to his name already, 2 more in front of him.
It's a hard clear. Oh, he saw it.
Oh, seen him, but goes both ways.
I want to see that again. I hope we have it because that sounded ridiculous.
See the big pitfall though of that double force bite.
It's a crazy sequence.
Rifles making their appearance late in the day for Astralis. Alright, that's 3 nades seen out towards this B site. But HooXi with an early warm-up kill onto Shush in that apps cross.
Just getting into the pit in time.
They had the mollies ready to go on this. They are going to lob them in now, but Kaspersky's still good for his, and this mid-hold works out. Ryu, important double. You know, you've lost one member of the pack. Note was seen roaming out here in mid. But as Ryu tries to give chase, Note has gone on one hell of a reroute. Snappy gets his. Ryu chasing this missing player. Oh, timing just off the mark, but looks to get it the second time around. Ryu doing a hell of a lot for Astralis. Been red hot since the D ground, and with an AK he hits twice as hard, gets him on the board single-handedly.
4 kills for him. I mean, red hot on Nuke as well. Think of some of his positional play back on that map. It's a really nice clutch. Note checked his back twice, and they couldn't find him. That's an annoying round to lose for NiP, who feel like they had the right setup, traded favorably on A, and even had an idea as to where he was in the clutch, but Ryu comes up with a big round for Astralis early in this game. Their money would have been in a lot of trouble without that. NiP, no fear in Banana, lots of control here. It's down AWPing long now. And Astralis playing very slow, holding on to most of their utility.
Oh, Kaspersky hoping for a little avenue to try and peek around this molly, going on the back of a flash. No responding kind, and that is one hell of a catch from HooXi.
From the back as well. They're just going to go, jump on it. Ding.
No, it's only Snappy here. Feels like maybe the most exploitable piece of this squad, so you charge him down if you get him alone.
Got to be a save. And Yabi's waiting for that. Warp will get out for now, but Astralis, they get given an entry and they run away with it. Sometimes jumping the corner is the worst thing you can do. Look at how it catches him off trying to escape there. If Kaspersky just runs, he makes it, but offers his head up over the logs. And a frustrating round to lose. They had the flash play, but there was a play closer than he was ready for.
I feel like HooXi's always been pretty surprisingly good at those kind of snappy-looking shots, too. And I don't mean the captain he's up against. It's all right. That strong start for NiP. Well, Astralis are quick to find their own way into this T side. See HooXi feeling determined now with back-to-back rounds. And a sense that they might look to go back to some of these B plays. The nades find great damage.
Everyone hits him. That's a bit more where that came from.
You've harassed this top banana control so much that NiP kind of have to respect it. They've pulled Note over as well. Staehr hoping to make an incision. Aggressive line on that AWP, but a good one. Catches Yabi walking out into his crosshair.
Lot to clear here for Astralis as they reset. 45 on the clock.
I mean, this AWP has been the problem, right? This AWP has been the main issue. And they are playing over towards it right now with this A player going to the under-defended bomb site, but this is where both the big guns are for NiP. Third player now even padding out this side of the map. And Note's Deagle just been in great form all day. Sure, they'll get past him, but now you got to get past Staehr and Shush in this crossfire, and that is not happening.
Now just deals in doubles, doesn't he? Another multi-kill on this AWP forces Fuzi's save. Loving what we're getting out of Note in this series, despite NiP's woes, but now they're picking up the slack. 5-round CT side already.
Also, you're seeing a bit of the downside, right, of making it so clear that you're leaning heavy into this banana control. Staehr just feels like he has a lot more freedom as a result, floating around there in mid, gets him on that aggressive line to find Yabi. You know, usually you kind of feel like presence of players out towards the apartments, the threat that you could just get killed on guys walking up kind of spooks you out of going for those peaks in the mid-round, especially when he was all alone in a two-man hole with the AWP. When you're seeing and hearing 3 or 4 players start banana, well, feels like there's a lot more options open over on A. Good return on investment on those mollies with Staehr copping a bit of extra damage. Reblock out towards middle. But Astralis are looking for this space. NiP more than ready for it. 3 players here ahead of the smokes. 1 guy even in reserve behind. That's Snappy with the util. So a bit of a read here.
3.
No getting aggressive. And this one lives and dies on getting past the quad mid-hold. Bomb lost.
Yeah, surprised Astralis still commit so hard. I mean, pretty early, they figured out there were 3 there. First player peeks, sees Note close, gets spammed by Snappy. Here's the AWP. Like, that's insta triple mid hold. But Astralis, I guess, feel pretty committed to that play. Push right into the stack. A nice variety of A setups in this CT side for NiP, and they've locked out Banana all game long. Astralis don't feel like they want to play first timing in Banana either, so left to limited answers here. Maybe a Tech 9 round where you feel a bit more freedom to go fast. Straight up through that molly, chasing down NiP, who hear it coming. They won't overcommit. Astralis, without a clean entry, going to have trouble getting into this bomb site. Shush just pushed all the way down.
Oh, and he hears that Deagle that was fighting ramp reload on Banana, and that is going to signal him to push. He's got multiple players back turned.
Oh, just walking in, yeah.
And holding the shot as long as he can. It gets out with a double. That also removes the util from this site hit. Just layers of problems there with Shush in their backline. This is more like it from NiP.
Yeah, not playing too scared. Would have been easy to doubt yourself on that play and just take the 1 free kill, but Shush knows he can get a lot of value from that position. It's 4 frags on the flank. Beautiful stuff. Astralis full buying now. Feels like they need to stem the bleeding in Banana. They need to take this control back, and I think NiP know that as well because 3 players starting B. Again, the hailstorm of nades, very deep molly down middle, forces you to commit. Astralis do pre-smoke those mollies. Here they go.
Oh, flash is great, and it gets Hooksy past that AK pushed up in Banana.
Gotta go.
Again, you feel like there's only one player here, so just gonna charge past Snappy while you can. Yabby's had some really awkward fights on these lurks in what should be powerful positions.
Yeah, at least he'll just shut the door there, turn the key, smoke mid off, and Astralis don't really need this hunt that bad. They probably shouldn't go for it. Rather keep their money in good standing because it's been tough on this T side. These last few rounds are integral. Wonder if we see Staehr start B in any of these rounds. He has just been consistent output when Astralis come his way. Feel like Astralis are going to stay hitting this B site for the remainder of the half. 2 rounds remain. It's the only thing that's worked.
I think right now maybe you're feeling that you need the kind of multi-kill potential over here on B, so Staehr, they're using him just as a solid piece to shore up this A defense while he is about to get handed a very fast round. Tucks himself into the boiler. He hears players make it by up the long side. Down to the pistol though, and that's not enough for Staehr. Dead with nothing done. One more player boiler side. It's a fast wrap from Shush. Oh, and Hooksy's got his number. A decisive win out of Astralis in this one.
Yeah, NiP just with poor starting positions because Astralis ran that exact round earlier, but what happened? Shush was in boiler, he got a double kill as they ran through the smoke, and Staehr was on the back of the A site with the AWP, he also got a double. So this time it's boiler AWP, and it's Shush in apps. NiP not in positions to stop that rush. And you see how it was meant to look for Astralis. I like that they have the gall to call that round back out again, knowing that NiP will start 3B as they have in the majority of these rounds. Hooksy makes a nice call, and Astralis execute it perfectly.
Yeah, just a solid read, right? And you know, like, it's not too uncommon to see teams start 3B for the very first few seconds, then that rotate guy drops all his util, heads back to A. Once you see it's not a rush. And so if you want to exist in that window where you're hitting an undefended A site, it has to be that fast. Great time for the pace change, great time to repeat that call. And a chance to recover on the half for Astralis. This was slow goings out of the gate. A lot of credit to Hooksy for the Astralis side. He leads the way in opening duels by some margin. Of his 6 kills, 4 of them being openers.
Oh my goodness. Triple nade. There's one way to get your B entry.
And dude,
every time they
Kaspersky dies, they go, you know what? One guy here, it's Snappy, let's charge him.
Oh, look at Snappy just sit down in his chair, man. It's just been the same thing. Because Kaspersky is dead, the round is over on B. They have full center every time. You gotta respect it, honestly. What a nade stack. And so Astralis, they were in the hole in this half, but they have dug their way out in these last 3 rounds. No way back in, you'd like to think. The flash gets the AWP off the line, but you've still got to take space back, and we got multiple players hiding at the back of the site. 2 mollies that don't do a thing as the flank comes in. It's down, not long for this one, and it's going to be 5 at the end of the half here for Astralis. A great recovery in what was a tricky start to their map pick.
Yeah, you're seeing frustration setting for NiP, feeling like they let Astralis back into this half. It was 7-2 in their favor. But that final 3-round streak suddenly gives Astralis something to hold on to. I don't think it's a nice feeling either for Snappy and co over on B. Probably a mixture of frustration that Kaspersky was on the receiving end of so many of these openers, and then that feeling that you're being targeted. They're coming at your bomb site. They don't respect what you're able to bring to the table.
And why would they? I don't think he ever got a kill, really. Maybe got 1 kill in a couple of these, and never multi, never stopped them. Strong out defenses. And the Worry re-enters here for NiP, who are on the brink of elimination.
Now, HooXi's been a driving force in that first half, but this is where it's got to become everyone else's game. It's their turn to bridge that gap of firepower, because we had no weak link for Astralis on map 1. Can't afford to have anyone go quiet on your CT side of Inferno. It can start to feel punishing real fast. Mid take for NiP. Yabby dead as he tries to swing in for a fight there. And a fast wrap through this long smoke. No one's even considering it right now. Fuzi will get that spot out of the apartments. Here's players coming in short side as well. The Fuzi dual Berettas forced to be reckoned with. They haven't even dealt with these pit players yet. Haven't dealt with the guys in apps. The rotate's arriving. The site's starting to feel like you're really boxed in, and there is nowhere safe to turn. There is nowhere left to run. Astralis clamp down on that A hit.
Yeah, NiP don't chase anyone. They're just kind of ADing, looking for fights after those first 2 deaths from the Julies, and that just gives time for Astralis to rotate in. And I love that they keep the pressure on those 2 surviving players, make sure they stay alive, and then everybody comes to Moto Smoke. Astralis clamp down on that A hit. And NiP, despite the entry, go nowhere fast. Good vibes for Astralis, who are definitely on a road to recovery now. And a force buy without a plant? It's feeling desperate here for NiP.
Just means you got to have something prepped, something planned, right? Looking like a B play. Maybe they feel like this is the exploitable site in a round like this one, and they will be ahead of all this util. They're already through it.
Okay.
Staehr.
Oh, that's
can't
unlucky.
believe he gets out with 1 there.
It's unlucky.
Still 1 more player. HooXi with the spam puts the advantage in Astralis' favor. On for a retake, but HooXi stops it. He is feeling it right now. Is the Astralis captain. And you know, with no plant, you don't got to move yet. These smokes have faded.
They know the bomb drop position too, so waiting for that next play. Ryu's very scared of Ruins, but they both cross back into the site. Plant is okay. Ryu can nade it. But he is so concerned about the Ruins, and I think they might overlook Staehr in this round. If he doesn't peek out, they go together though. Nice swing. And yeah, I think Ryu, unless someone's got the comm, he is scared of Coffins. Look at the plant position. It looks like he's going to misread this one entirely. Good patience from Staehr. doesn't give away his position until the round is right there for the taking.
Yeah, Ryu had a clear image in his head of how the round was playing out, but that feeling he had, that anxiety about the ruins, proves not to be well-founded.
It's a shame because he has the HE. If he lobs that quad, he wins. So it's right there for the taking. Fuzi
that's
lost
from Fuzi.
Yeah, that was a horrible
That's
fight.
the roughest moment, right?
That's the round winner. You get that. It's 3v1 with the bomb down.
That's going to put a bit of pep in your step.
Yeah, that was a no plant force buy win here for NiP, so massive relief of tension.
Full gamble out of Astralis, and they are in the right place. 4 strong at the A-bomb site. Fuzi.
Oh, goodness. Wait a second. Okay.
Meat grinder on long. This Deagle doing even more damage, but still yet to get kills. Fuzi backstabs being considered, but he still deals with his. Ryu now joins him. Low health for Snappy as he rounds the corner, will survive the crossing, but has to recross again to get this bomb. No punish out of Ryu. Elects not to go.
SM4 has no ammo.
So that's given them a bomb plant to play with. The setup here is for Staehr to try and clutch this. And he's got great timing through Boiler. Ryu just might get shot in the side of the head. There's the spot. Staehr. Info goes the other way, and it's Ryu with the turn. Snappy at 5 HP can't do this, and so Astralis are swift with a reply of their own.
Oh, that's so unlucky for Staehr, man. So unlucky. Gets a spot on the short player, but as soon as he goes out to clear him, that's when the long guy comes back around. And Ryu and Fuzi with 5-7s shred in this round. Excellent work for Ryu to let Hooksy cross as well. High risk, high reward. Oh, no, Hooksy, sorry, Snappy. And so, yeah, whatever NiP do, Astralis do right back to them. Low money, force buy win. Back and forth we go. It's 3 Galils here for NiP. Onward.
Oh my goodness.
Happy?
Yeah.
Serious?
Yabby?
Yabby?
What are you up to? Wait, they ran into him,
don't
but they
know.
didn't think it was suspicious. Staehr and Yabby were right next to one another, but this whole play, this whole kind of element of surprise he has come unraveled because his teammates in the site are dead.
Good dodge.
Molly at least stops that bomb plant, buys you a few more seconds. That one's going to burn another player out into the open. They know one guy's sight. Shush now reveals his position as well. Smoke into the pit just to try and lock him out of this round. Shush is gone, spammed out by Staehr at long, and Kaspersky needs a massive clutch, can't do it. Staehr delivers, and Astralis finally converting, but with a bomb plant, with one player surviving, I don't know, you could make a very good case for another buy here.
It feels like that kind of game, right, where we're just seeing really fast rounds in this second half, so why not? If you've got another pocket strategy, just throw it out there, I think. These are very winnable rounds for both teams. Fuzi is getting some rough ends here, some rough fights. Big shot from Staehr to save that. And NiP have a tricky decision to make. They're going to use a timeout first. It's got to be tempting.
You see him timeout. I feel like if you're Astralis, you have to think this means they're buying.
Definitely ready for it. I think Astralis are probably appreciating this break as well, because this back and forth has been high stress. But 2 rounds in a row, and they can absolutely destroy NiP here.
Fuzi gets to don his orb. Doesn't have head armor.
I think that's a good thing, though. This rifle has been really ugly in the last 3 rounds. You got that nice pistol 5-7 round, but the retake on Ruins and right here in Pit, It's not ideal, so going to find some more comfort here in the CT side. Get out there. They don't fall by. Kaspersky drops the AK to Staehr, and he's going to play to pick it up. Kevlar Glock. Is this not scary for Staehr? Oh, I guess not. I guess it's not at all.
Not scary, not one bit for Staehr with the glow up he's had since getting onto this CT half. Random spam through the smoke.
Hello.
And now Util to try and help him out. Here's that tag. Staehr was hoping to punish even more.
Two spotted. The orb stays in place. There's an AK handed over. Oh, try walk into the orb. Lovely for Fuzi. Just what he's been waiting for. And No just needs a heroic moment here. Snappy's on 13 health.
Just knowing that you don't have a flash to knock the AWP off the line, you kind of feel like you're walking to certain death there around the corner. But it was the only option they were left with. And so now, for the first time, Astralis are the ones moving into the lead. 9-8 up. That was after a 7-2 scoreline for NiP.
This is such BS, wasn't it? From Staehr, just over the top. Finds that AK player as well.
I mean, it does just feel good, though, right? The fact that you have a player like Staehr who kind of in these crunch moments, in these pivotal moments, is rising to the occasion. And he's been doing that for a while in Astralis.
Yeah, he's definitely the guy that if you were going to poach an Astralis player, it would be him. Because not only has he done it in lesser roles, but now in star positions, still succeeding and still standing out. But in this round, destroyed. One more man in the sight, and it's a bit of a look like Astralis' T side. Just a double entry into B. Round feels decided.
Snappy thinking to himself, not so nice, Hooksy, is it,
Yeah.
right? Being the one guy in this B site getting targeted. Great fleet of openings out of Kaspersky. And even the hunt here at the close. NiP sent 3 players to go and roam and remove these guns. You see how quick this was in the round as these Astralis players are dying with nearly full belts of util. That was a real high tempo out of NiP.
Terrorists win. So the back and forth is back after 3-round absence. NiP keep this game level. Astralis have pulled this game all the way back. But is it in vain? So as we've seen from NiP on some of these low econ rounds, win or loss, they've managed to put themselves in decent positions with lesser weaponry. What's Snappy got for us here?
Now, you caught him a little off balance once, but can you do it again? They'll be ready for a high tempo now, and so early nades blanketing Banana.
Nice. Bang would kill here. Look at the damage done. Fuzi's not exactly healthy either, but at least with the orb. There's not a lot of util left in this round. We got 3 smokes on NiP. They're feeling forced to be hit. Yabi's holding some util as well. If he can hang around in this position, just starts to rotate out as NiP lay up this hit.
A shot from Fuzi's orb. I wonder if even just seeing the orb here gives you a bit of hesitation, maybe worrying that you're walking into a stack. Reblocked at Banana and they chose to respect it. Didn't go with the room they had.
1 smoke, 1 flash.
So this is what it's left to. Note at the front of the pack. Fuzi flash back off the angle, trapped behind this smoke, but it starts to fade now. Won't even get to fire a shot on the orb. Staehr just needs to try and stay alive here if they do want to leave this to a retake.
Ooh.
Yabi's quick to join him. They keep Staehr alive. They wait for HooXi on this flank.
It's a hard round for Astralis.
Got 2 flashes, but one of them's all the way down at Banana, so they lob out this one, cough inside, and that's it in terms of assistance. Staehr offered up first, hoping a teammate could trade this. HooXi putting pressure on up the Banana side. It's Kaspersky that they can't seem to deal with. Finally they do, and HooXi comes in with a massive hat trick. Just a slow-burning backstab from the Astralis captain, and that's all it takes.
I mean, that first kill was excellent, right? The only player who's really in a position to stop him, who doesn't have to worry about anything else but Banana, and HooXi just knocks him out. That was a 5v4 with smoke down into a bomb plant. HooXi steps up big. I mean, he is topping the server.
He's just had so much impact in this game, it feels mad. A number of opening kills, some really important swing kills. HooXi really is the reason they're in this position. Don't get me wrong, Staehr's had a glow up in the second half, but HooXi's been consistent throughout.
Fuzi going for pot shots, but push back off B. It's NiP who are speeding up the pace. They have an orb of their own in middle. Or one more nade could be a disaster, but bounces wide. Staehr is barely standing in this round. HooXi, aforementioned man, in the right place. It's good spam to put Yabi low. He's going to get flashed for that repeat though, and there is no support. Through the smoke comes Kaspersky. 4v4. Got to hold down this site with no support. HooXi, well, he's always wanting more. Swing there would have meant a lost round. Ryu is hiding out.
Nades into the pit. HooXi still doesn't play yet. Baits him in a Ryu. It's the spam down on that orb. And so Ryu feeling a lot of pressure. Shush just lining them up, knocking them down.
Didn't feel like the most necessary swing for Ryu. He had a really strong position. Back sight. But walks right into the line they're holding. Could have let that round breathe a little bit more, I think. Important kill from Staehr on the orb, who had a really great start to this game, but obviously hasn't had that T-side AWP. Not many want it. He gets that wallbang kill to HooXi that opens up A. Fuzi save, and Astralis not exactly wealthy in this round. Gonna have to eco around this. Unless they want to get crazier, you could get 2 M4s. If Fuzi drops some Ryu buys, I think that's tempting, actually.
I imagine it's tempting. It's so late in the game.
It's a risky move.
10-10.
They won more with less in this game. It's just all on the line.
Yeah. This is, you are all in it.
You have to give up map point if you lose this round, or you have to save something. Well, here they go, all inning. It's a ballsy call.
It's on this risk that now essentially the entire game rests.
I don't think NiP are going to be ready for it either. Because of how back and forth this has been. If they go rushing, could be really dangerous. But no, NiP hold a bit of a pace. The util will give it away. Fuzi's orb, forcing that kill, will give up a man advantage.
Staehr hoping he can get it, but they've blown it back with the nades.
Sick. Nice work. Double nade. They knew what they wanted there.
Fuzi has just dropped off of a cliff.
Yeah, he's had a horrible map.
You see him head in hands on the camera, knows he was the guy who had to make the difference, and now this all-in decision that Astralis have made off to a horrible start. You feel like that one swing and a miss has cost you everything.
I think you just have to triple save now. Staehr's going to lose B. He's only got a 5-setter deagle. Oh, that's a jump. What could go wrong, though? The only way NiP lose is if they overthink this situation, which they definitely could after that kill comes in.
Because now, you lost that timing. You're worried that the rotates have started, but they are just going to double pump this and go again.
It's the right call.
A lot is being demanded of Staehr here. The whole round on his shoulders. They were closing in on Banana in case he was able to get one more, but when that doesn't happen, save is called for Astralis.
Can HooXi find the AWP? I'm sure they threw it on the map, but probably just going to bodyguard here. So now Astralis are in quite a predicament because they all end kind of off the back of the AWP. If Fuzi didn't save that gun, they would have saved this round, they would have bought next, but now they've got to kind of give away map points. Hope that these riflers can get you through, but this has been a very B-focused game. It's time to get Fuzi off that site.
Terrorists win.
This is where Inferno can be really fun, though. Very late in a game when there's a lot of conditioning, where you're now guessing whether there's a triple B. Do you want to pick up the pace? Or do NiP just go back to what's been working?
What about quad B?
Mind games, no bounds. Staehr hoping HE can make his riflers' jobs easier.
Pistol's going to try and play on the flash. Bit of damage done. You see one of the rifles now as well in tow. Ryu gets one. Yabi gets his out in top mid, but this bomb's been retrieved. And so now you're left looking. It's HooXi tucked into a corner at the sandbags. Had a fantastic game. Has the Astralis captain.
He'd get that rifle, couldn't he? They're walking away. Who knows what they'll recommit. They're going to make sure no one pushes an extremity. They know Astralis are split 1-1. And they fancy their odds on A. The longer this goes, the more shaky HooXi's going to get. And that is the perfect time to push. He's got himself a rifle. It's not going to go any further. Still, this is on Yabi. I mean, it's essentially a 1v3.
Pit side, no Molotov, no nade to flush him out of position.
Would he?
And so you're just hoping you can deal with him quickly. Yabi down here in the pit, dead at the first swing. It's Kaspersky at 1 HP.
Not a bullet. Oh, that's a good save. That's a very good save. Hooksy's just feeling it, dude. Full ego peak in the 3-on-1.
All right, Fuzi, you try call something for a round because you got a new AWP. But Hooksy hoping to get out with this AWP.
And now,
as Astralis now need overtime if they want to close this in 2.
And like, it's a good save, man, but if Fuzi doesn't do anything with this AWP, it's gonna feel rough, isn't it? Look at how much Astralis have put into making sure he is set it up. Be it forcing around his AWP, be it saving this one again. They're gonna get 4 rifles, but this is NiP coming back in this series. Gotta be noted. This has been like, we've been talking about all the potential of Astralis here in these last few rounds as they made a comeback on the end of their T side, but NiP are right there looking to drag us all the way to 3 maps. Cash our decider. A lot of unknowns come that 3rd. NiP, it is right there for the taking. 2 chances. Oh, messy. Do they just jump on this? No, they go back, and Astralis don't waver. NiP expect a stack. Instead, they're walking into it.
Oh, timing's rough for Fuzi. He's going to try and force a fight, recommit to that, but they're already up the short side, running right in a Ryu. Cover not there from Yabi out on long. It takes Fuzi moving over to help him.
Oof.
Dead with the AWP on that swing out wide.
Blimey.
Hooksy 1v3, not happening. Bomb planted, down on the line, and no reason to overpeak this, no reason to overthink this for NiP. Molly forces one guy into the open. But is it really going to take their captain? Have to do all this to try and save the day. Stown's got his number. NiP claw it back on Astralis' map pick. And this one goes the distance. Cash representing a lot of unknowns. It's all up in the air as NiP bounce back.
NiP with the bounce back and a response to what was ordinarily a not good first map. Arguably, probably not, but just straight up, yeah, probably not a good first map. Second map, totally different story.
It's time to go.
Yeah, the NiP individuals started this series off slowly. And they've warmed into it now. Node's been impressive. Had some highlight moments on both maps, really. Down with his AWP. Great to see him finally get to use it in this series on Inferno. And boy, what an impression it made. Hands down, the better AWP between him and Fuzi. It's not even a question. Not even close.
0 middle. I think you kind of expect nades before a mid take. So the fact that NiP have just snuck out, Astralis don't know. They hear the vent pop, and now they know this is the B split coming in.
Lucy, good for his one. Staehr was trying to give a bit of chase there through the smoke. Now be getting active on this flank.
It's trapped.
And you've got 3 players pinned in at the bomb site. It starts to feel very small, very claustrophobic. Shush. Not long for this world. And you were talking about it coming in. Yeah, we've seen some very T-sided games of cash here at EWC. But for Astralis in their matches, it's actually lent CT-sided.
Yeah, really strong opening halves in all their games on this defensive side. So we haven't really seen them tested on the T half. But let's see if we even need to. Force buy comes in here for NiP. Kaspersky on the AK. fact, rather, the one time Astralis did start T-side, they got 3 rounds. They still made it OT.
Persky is peeking,
Hoopsie.
but Hooksy was waiting for this move.
It's optimistic. They spotted Ryu. It's trapped backside, support from the vents. They need to hunt down Ryu now if they want any chance of winning this round, and Shush just creeps under the shot. Staehr runs out from the CT smoke. It gives Ryu a chance, and he seizes the round. Staehr sacrifices himself for the greater good. And Astralis stopped that B-pop in its tracks.
Seen Staehr do that to the CT smoke both times, right? Just barreling through. See a lot of squads really get bottlenecked behind that util. Staehr doesn't seem to want to.
I mean, it's the best time to retake the site, right, before they have it. Don't let them get in post-spawns. Don't let them put the bomb down. Just keep the pressure on. And Staehr returns a favor that Kaspersky gave him last map. He hands off an AK in this eco. Instant nade in main hurts.
I see a Deagle. He has my interest. And that rifle dead as soon as it tries a boost. Sends down up. See how he gets on. And honestly, buying himself a few more seconds on the molly ricocheting around gets him that kill.
Yeah, it'd be strong position though. They can't clear it with util. They're going to counter boost. I mean, got to cancel that as players out A. Yabby doing a great job. 2 kills. It's down. Needs the ace. They're flanking him as well. Six shots left. Needs 6 shots.
Oh, I'm planting open.
Boom.
No worries, Hooksy there.
No plant. Not ideal. Money would have been nice, but they're going to get the buy anyway.
Like, it's a more promising start from Fuzi, who certainly warrants being under a bit of a microscope. A number of moments where, you know, his misses felt like they shaped up that last game.
I don't know her. But yeah, both AWPers armed and deadly. Staehr attempts that mid-cross shot. Always a really nice way to get involved early. Look at them go. Insta main take.
Kaspersky boosted, but he was the guy watching main, and Yabby is nearby. Util out for this mid take, just a blanket of fire to try and get you in. And Yabby decides to go. Here's them dropping over that boost. Feels like he's got a window, and he is dead on in that.
Now they're stacking B. They know with no one A main or door where this bomb is going. Grabs the back kill, and now NiP know the jig is up. They go in. They're going in to the belly of the beast. Abby shoots down at the back. And with the flash, even Fuzi wallbang kill. There's just too many players here for NiP to handle this round.
Just a great move out of Astralis, really, right? A series of them. But it's that instant main take that puts them on the track to success. They knew what NiP were doing before NiP were even in position to do it.
Does feel like the most important part of the map, doesn't it, right? Like, not many mid-control rounds on CT sides here at EWC, but loads of A main takes. whether it be insta pushes or just in the mid round, using that deep smoke to cross left side. Every team has a different way to do it, but same result, just choke holds the T's. Just going to go for the pop here. We got the backside smokes. Or shush. Heaven. And the orb cut off.
Full retake for Astralis.
Good molly. Time wasters. They've got another. Oh, what do you do? Molly's in the fire now. So much so Astralis are doubting it. They're checking their flank, but smoke fades and Staehr hits a shot. This round's on. That's their own smoke actually putting out the molly that would have stopped the plant, but now NiP have a shot.
I can't believe Ryu has sat there and waited for one guy lurking this whole time. Snappy, dead in mid, meant to be a guy causing chaos in the back line of Astralis. Instead gets jump scared. And now it's just no good moments on the pistols, but he's got a Fuzi AWP that legs him down low, and they just run him down together.
Really nice to watch Astralis retake that site there after Ryu gets the kill. Just good spacing. Staehr goes over toxic to clear forklift. Everyone's hot on the trades here. Astralis, don't let that get too dangerous. Considering how much room NiP had, they get so much of their time wasted by those mollies. Great round for Astralis. 5-0 start, and we're seeing those T-side woes that we anticipated for NiP continue.
Yeah, difference is both times we've seen them play it, it is these T-halves where they've done a little better on the side of NiP. Sure, they've been pretty dominant losses against them.
Uzi yet to die. Another attempt at this A main, but they're going for the boost. Why 3 players? Are they double boosting? Gonna leave him there. Ouch. Uzi dead, 4v5. Ryu goes searching, and that block smoke might stop this split for a moment, but somehow survives back on this site. Him and Staehr together. I think NiP have got a different plan here, and so we do get to see the Yabby boost on A. Not so great if they come up highway.
They're just telling yourselves there's no way they come up here highway, right? But here they are, charging up. Yabby. Oh, that's sick. Drops down. Hooksy good for his as well. Keeps this one even in a 2-on-2. It's down long range on the AWP. Had a chance to stop Staehr on that crossing, and he's actually going to full commit to the backstab all the way through main. Oh, with eyes on. You'd love it if one of these two hits this opener. Staehr gets his. Reposition out onto the forklift. And gun on in time. Staehr collects.
A huge triple kill here. Staehr has been up and down in this series. But perfect time to deliver NiP around. Not too late in this half to come back. Was a really nice try from Yabi, but just had zero support as Astralis went for the B stack.
Very slim margins on that shot, but Staehr tries to force an opening on that smoke shot and just comes up short. No one outside of B for NiP. Very heavy presence towards this A bomb site. Again, Yabi here alone. Does have support close by on highway.
Ooh, front side smoke for Yabi just to make it very uncomfortable for them to get on default. They can molly him, but they can't see him. Oh, the double nade. Dunks NiP. And that AWP opens sightline, missed shot. Yabi still here backside. Staehr's drawing fire for him. How do you get in here? Jumper shot by HooXi for crying out loud, and no trick shots will save you now. It's going to be Astralis locking down the A site. Love that front side smoke on the execute. What are NiP meant to do?
Feels like right now you have to make the rounds a little fakey, try and misdirect them, because whenever you've seen these set pieces out of NiP, Astralis know exactly what to do to disrupt it.
Yeah. Had so much util, right? That was a double HE doing over 100 damage. Nade on the smoke to give Fuzi at least vision, and then front sight smoke to block NiP. So much util here. And we're going to go for a B pop now.
These XX haven't been your friend. They haven't been working. Double sight setup, but with HooXi dead right away, that leaves just one guy home. Ryu convincing double, but burning in that molly. He's dead after two. Bomb crossing in. Fuzi,
they know.
Chance to stop it, and they will look to give chase here through the smoke in CT.
They can get out as well. Yabi hunted down, Snappy pushes spawn, and Staehr needs to find his one-on-one. Pronto, player right below him, just crossed out. And that smoke, if anything, is going to create more problems for Staehr as they can play behind it. He's not getting given a single fight. Clearing the wrong side. Time is expiring, and Kaspersky hears the steps. Staehr gets backside, but wait a second, no one can stop this, but he doesn't even stick it. He could have won that. I think he could have won that. Weird round, but the instant exec actually works out.
Back to the B take. And they've got vents as well, so Ryu... Oh, they're over him.
They didn't clear it.
No one even checked. Oh no!
What's
Well,
happening?
that's rough for Ryu, but
So many
NiP
smokes.
will take it. There's smokes everywhere.
This is such a
And that's
messy
the round.
game. It's such a messy game now. So much util. I mean, NiP are just calling out of spawn. And hey, it started to work. Back-to-back rounds on B. I love watching Snappy's cam when he gets killed. Just sinks in his seat. But hey, the call worked. NiP is still here. And not a lot of weapons saved here for Astralis, so it's going to get better for NiP before it gets worse.
Terrorists win.
Considering they were getting kind of dominated here, they would take a chance to split the half. Money now gone in the Astralis camp. And so you'd like to think a fourth round's right round the corner. Just this saved gun.
Oh, nice shot. Oh, it hurts for real because he let like 3 guys past, and then he just felt like he had to take the shot, and he actually revealed his position with that missed shot. If he walked behind them, there could have been something to that. Staehr hits a banger. Fast over the boost. And again, more of this.
They're already up
Oh, look,
highway.
this is why they're using 3 players, so they can silent drop off. That's really cool. You make noise if you come off the yellow box, but if you go off a teammate's head, it's lower. That's a nice idea for Astralis.
It is sick, but Kaspersky's already up in heaven. So, cool trick, cool gimmick. Kaspersky don't care.
Yeah. And they ain't getting that rifle back. That's up on top of the boost, trying to hand over the Deagle. Player remains. Snappy still lurking out as they hit this B site. It's a bit all over the shop, but no Deagles connect. Backside pistol for Ryu. Panic, and it's going to get knocked out by Shush. This is a crazy game of cash. But you know what? It's working. NiP. 4 rounds. 3 in a row. I don't know how you call around this if you're Astralis. They were doing great at shutting down these A hits, but B is a bit of a problem now.
Yeah, I think if you're Astralis, you're probably telling yourselves, like, doesn't feel like B's as much of a problem as it is. Like, you had the Ryu awkward situation in the one before. You had Fuzi like chasing through that CT smoke in what was actually an advantageous position for Astralis when it was the eco for NiP.
Sure.
They've kind of fumbled in 2 very important swing rounds on that B side of the map.
Would love to see vent control on the CT side. Get up on middle, either boost from B or just get close mid, because it's not like NiP are coming out middle, with the exception of the last round. Let's just keep going for this. Close A main control. It's not a bad fight, but Kaspersky is ready. He uncrouches as Yabi goes wide. So Astralis get the advantage. Don't you open that door, no. Oh my goodness. He hit it.
Well, one door opens, that same door closes.
Oh.
Shush just allowed to lurk out over here towards Checkers, and the devastating effect.
Got to be ready for one more, right? Every time it's been 2 sight. That smoke might change your mind. No, Fuzi. Seriously?
I don't know.
Fuzi's here. Not for long, though. Peeks his own flashbang. This game is cursed. Winnable.
What can Yabi do? It's down on the line. And so NiP on one hell of a streak.
They're running away with this
They
game.
are.
Astralis are cooked.
Again, like, you kind of just feel like you fumbled the round if you're Astralis. I imagine that's how they're interpreting it. They go, they get the opener from a nice move out on A.
They also heard the guy, B main, who stepped. So Ryu's in the open. They heard him. Ryu's in the open watching main, but he crossed Checkers. That's why he stepped. Fuzi just walks through the CT smoke. The rest is history.
Which, like, yeah, that's like the most egregious one.
Yeah. He's done that like 3 times now. Okay.
Like this position from Yabi. If they open the door, he's covered. And Yabi has been very dependable. His bomb site has not been the issue.
Oh,
Gonna fight into the door. Trade places with Note. We've seen some fumbled moments over on B. Yabi has not been making these same mistakes.
okay, you can't lose this round. You're not allowed to. It's 5v3. Timing is good. Snappy. Frustrating death, but this round's over, and the half will fall that way as well. Astralis 7 rounds, not a bad T-side for NiP considering how down they start, but I think Astralis, they get to feel good about the end of their half there by winning that final round. It was a messy few in the middle. Very strange cash game. It's all on the line. This last half, elimination and going home or playoffs here in Paris.
Yeah, as this small cache of rounds that NiP are able to collect on their T-side endeavor enough to make it them with a shock win. And I think it would be kind of shocking what with how this series started. It felt like NiP had to hit hard from the get-go. Kind of seemed like they needed to leave an impression on Nuke, and they did not. Individuals were slow to get going. They gave away a number of man advantage positions. But then turning it around on Inferno, and now the uncertainty of Cash. Aggression out towards B main. Try and set a tone in this pistol.
Let him go. Down, it'd be nice to see him make noise on his way back. I feel like they're still going to be aware this is a possibility. But no, no one's looking. Yeah, he's just got the full flankaroo.
Note's just on a walk. He's rambling. Oh, there's the spot. Staehr was keeping eyes on.
Oh, everybody.
Good pick back up for Shush, and that bomb is running towards B, which was left entirely open.
Shush has to clear this quick. That's a nice kill, but there's two players below Heaven. Staehr trades. Smoke comes down. Big gap on this B site after Note's push, and it's one that NiP are going to regret. Through the smoke, and Snappy nails it. Can he stop that plant? This jump goes back for main, and he needs support. It's not coming in. Flank denied. Down headshot. It's Kaspersky with it all to do here in this 1-on-2 as Staehr just walks away. Kaspersky plays. And not on the same page in this 2v2. That bomb gets put down.
Well, absolutely no reason for HooXi to fight. Because as Staehr crosses, Yabi holds. And there you go, they swing it together. Nice bit of composure for Yabi and HooXi, restoring some order to the chaos that has been this cash game.
Yeah, I think it's you know, a lot of situations that you haven't played before, a lot of new rounds, some unfamiliarity. It's a great call for Astralis to go back to B after getting that kill. I don't think they expected it to be that free, but they exploit it.
The big question for me was just like, if Snappy doesn't flub the jump, I think it's such a different round.
Yeah. HooXi was stuck.
Just feels rough, right? Like you had him trapped backside. So Astralis lead grows as a force buy comes in from NiP. This round punctuated with a little timeout. Very heavy in middle.
Nice. Most CTs we've seen in mid, it feels like. They depart.
All the makings of a B split, isn't it? And NiP are learning this now too, with aggression in towards A main. Shush alone here with a scout. About to be at the full mercy of all 5 Astralis players. They slow it down for a moment, waiting for this util to come in, but not long enough for the rotates to arrive.
Players one-shottable, but that smoke is huge. Doesn't get a chance to react here. Probably should be saving this force buy as Astralis have put themselves in the winning position. Astralis looking composed on this T side. Not in a hurry. The note Deagle, still noteworthy. Oh,
He's so good with it. Does fall at the end, but not before his double. Still, Astralis are licking their lips because it's just these saved weapons to worry about. Scout, FAMAS, pistol. That's what NiP have to go for in this next round. You're eyeing up double digits. And really only 1 rifle round away from feeling like you're on the finish line.
haven't had to do too much either. Round's kind of coming to you. This one will be the same with the triple B push. It's going to give it away. He sees everybody there.
Weren't really in the best positions to try and react to that info, so it's not like you're instantly going to get pounced on over here in A. Snappy. Here's him up above him.
I mean, the longer this goes, such a paranoid-inducing spot for Snappy. He has to hold mid at the same time.
Yeah, there's almost no way to sit in this position without it looking a little ridiculous, right?
Yeah.
You have to bear everything in mind.
Here we go. They've abandoned him. You're on your own. But there's no split on this B site. Staehr, oh, right below him. He's going to get the spot, but gun drop. Snappy still just runs away. They're pouncing on B.
Oh, trying to get the stack here quickly. Down with a follow-up. And with multiple players peeking in and around these smokes, that one is a convincing shutout from NiP.
A banger on the scout there from Staehr. He's going to get his AWP as well into this game.
Snappy just did so much for them in that position. Here's the rotate to B, calls for the B stack, gets the mid kill. About everything you could have hoped from your captain.
And look what it's done. Astralis with a couple of casualties at the end of the round prior from Nodes. Now only have one AK in this buy. Gonna go rushing.
There's down.
Oh no.
Dead after one. Deeg finds him. A site crumbles.
Got a safe plant here, but backside smoke is still gonna limit this retake now for NiP. And Ryu gets a strong reposition in this site. 3 players all from the same place. Yabi, if he spammed, could find these kills on the cross. Waiting for his time to strike. Staehr hits another. Ryu's position comes up with fruit, and it's just shush. He's got to walk away. 4-on-1. And only a single AK-47, but the pop on this A site works. Big entry for Yabi. Stressful round to lose here for NiP. All the hard work of winning the eco stripped away.
Terrorists win.
And they hand over an orb.
Final timeout burned. As pressure sets in for NiP. Eco win or not, they've ended up in the same place. Opponent on double digits, Astralis eyeing up those playoffs. And this rifle round is the best chance you have to change that. Come up short, money runs out, and you're 11-6 down. That all but guarantees Astralis match, series, and playoff point.
It's just been little, normal flow in this game. It feels like any round winnable or losable. See a lot of choked rounds against lower economy, a lot of pops on bomb sites. You feel like you're never out of the woods, and that applies to Astralis too, even now at 10-6 as AWP comes in. It's a decent enough buy here for NiP. Gonna pop through this smoke. Kaspersky escapes from that Molotov. Even nade from Checkers. Oof. He is very low. Just gets out. B-pop. Readied up.
Do you now overlook this second player?
Yeah, you can't, can you? You've got so much room.
Snappy steals himself away around this smoke. Yabi's got smooth moves to come in past him. And we touched on the money coming into this, how it just wouldn't be there for NiP. They have to bow out of this round. They have to go and save these guns. I don't imagine you see Astralis hunt. I don't think it feels worth it. But anything that gets removed just doesn't get to come back for NiP.
I love that round for Astralis, so right, they go for the mid pop, they force NiP out, they throw a deep highway smoke, which makes it look like they're just scaling up for an A split. NiP lose all info, just get boxed in at the back of B, and it's a 5v2 with no support available. I think even if both those players get a kill apiece, you're still done for in that post plant. This feels like the map of pocket strats. And Astralis have long sleeves. Looking very good now to take this series and go to the playoffs. 2 rounds in the way. Oh, lovely shot. Simple as that. Uh-oh. Made a step and they punish.
Yeah, you could kind of see the fear take him, couldn't you? He knew he messed up.
Can't save forever, so they're just going to throw their life on the line. That's a kill back in for Kaspersky.
Hey, this might have started as a bit of a desperate Hail Mary, but that opening kill goes a long way.
Snappy's going to get lurked on.
Oh, he's got it. And this 3v5, they're going to give it a go. Barreling in, it's another for Snappy. 2 players in a crossfire here. And Staehr slow as he approaches on this AWP. Time's running out for NiP.
Yeah.
And now they learn about this player under heaven. There is no attempting it for Staehr. Astralis, match, series, and playoff point. They have 6 chances of waltzing into those playoffs.
Definitely looked more comfortable on this map, right? Had ideas, shut down a lot of those A plays in the first half. B was definitely a weakness. NiP figured that out, I feel like, too late in the game. And now on this T side, just abusing the B site as NiP once did. Looks to be enough to get them over the line in this match. Great map out of Yabi. Great series out of Ryu. Astralis right there.
look at Yabi go. Doesn't die in that, and Kaspersky really trying to chase this kill. So Staehr, they're super dedicated to this. It's not just the one guy in mid, but a second player's now been brought down low. And so Astralis decide, you know what, we're done with middle. Tuck tail and turn away. They're grouping for this A hit. Well, they're not that done with middle. Think back to the Astralis CT side, just how this A site was able to withstand every hit that was leveled against them. Right now, NiP have 2 low players, 2 wounded players, AWP in position, and a 5v4 to boot. I think they've done enough. Ryu trying to open a back door, missed shot from that Fuzi AWP, and a round that just peters out.
2 chances there to get away with a steal of a round. Both players missed their shots, and save is the right call here for Astralis. NiP, 1 more before all is said and done. Double AWP taken as well. Why not at this point in the game? You've got nothing to lose.
Yeah, 1 for each bomb site, right?
Honestly, it might help on B, but the util has been very impressive in this game.
Astralis take a timeout because they don't want this to get close. They don't want to feel any stress. Still feels like the entire playbook's open. Tried 1 mid take, didn't really pan out, put you on shaky footing to start the round, and it never recovered. Maybe they just go back to what's been working. These set pieces. How long can NiP stave this off? They need 5 more to reach OT.
Down AWPing mid. Really just got spammed on that B push. Astralis were setting up for a B split, but it's going to make it a little bit more difficult. Shush is now AWPing the vent. Pressure on this highway to fake out an A split again, and it has drawn 3 players over, but this AWP is still a problem. Or missed chance for Fuzi. That would have been the opener that should have sealed this game. Now NiP get the chance to fight for this B site.
Snappy started this round with smoke spam to find the advantage, but no chance for him there. Shush on this secondary AWP, fighting to stay alive, only gets out with 1. The rotates are arriving, but util down for Astralis. They get to move in with this bomb. It ends in a B-side retake.
It's a safe plant. NiP have to come out together, but 1 by 1 through this smoke is a big problem. Staehr gets a reposition. Here's Nuke, announces position, and 1 by 1 they come crumbling down. Nowhere to go for Staehr. This is Astralis hunting down the final playoff spots. We know it, Staehr knows it. It is a matter of time. And Astralis do it in 3. A very difficult series when all is said and done. Inferno goes the distance. A comeback here for NiP, but Astralis at the final hour showcase a strong cash. Great defensive half. Staehr MVP. And they do go through to the playoffs clean.
Yeah, after their woes at the